Hi friends, I am Dr. S. Amir Pasha, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, Government First Aid College, Devanadi. In this video, I am going to explain you about what is indirect democracy, its meaning, merits and defects. Indirect democracy is also called as representative democracy. Modern states are big in size and population. Therefore, they have established indirect or representative democracy. To meet the challenges and complex conditions of the people, representative democracy is followed everywhere because nowadays direct democracy is not possible because of two reasons. One is the population of the nations or states are very vast and the area of the nations is big. So it is not possible to practice direct democracy. In indirect democracy, the will of the state is formulated and expressed not directly by the people, but by their representatives. The people induces the people to become more disciplined citizens. Garner said that popular election, popular control, and popular responsibility ensures a greater degree of efficiency. Generally, all the citizens were not as efficient as their representatives. So the people elects a good person on behalf of them. It provides efficiency in administration, efficiency in government. Second important merit. Indirect democracy upholds liberty of the people. Democracy upholds liberty and guarantees the rights through constitutional safeguards. People are free to think and act in a manner they deem fit. There is no discrimination on the grounds of caste, creed, and sex, place of birth, etc. for the enjoyment of freedom and expression of the opportunities and expression freedom of expression and of opportunities. There is no discrimination on the grounds of caste, creed, and sex, place of birth, etc. For the enjoyment of freedom of expression and of opportunities. Third important merit of indirect democracy. Represents public opinion. Democracy depends upon public opinion. It is always responsive to the wishes of public opinion. It respects public opinion to a large extent. This is because the government is created by the public opinion itself. If the government is against the wishes of the people, voters can remove the government through their votes in next election. Fourth important merit of indirect democracy. Provision for equality. Democratic government is based on the principle of equality. It provides equality to all the classes, religions, and castes. All the people are equal in the eyes of law, and equal protection to all is available here. Fifth important merit of indirect democracy is patriotism. It develops patriotism among the people. Democracy promotes the spirit of patriotism among the people by making them feel that they are all integral parts of the same country. According to J.S. Mill, democracy strengthens the love of country because citizens feel that the government is their own creation and the rulers are their own servants rather than their masters. Once again, I repeat the quotation given from J.S. Mill concerned to the indirect democracy. Indirect democracy strengthens the love of country because citizens feel that the government is their own creation and rulers are their own servants rather than their masters. It offers excellent opportunity to the citizens to take active part in the administrative affairs. Next important merit of indirect democracy, it provides stable government. Democratic government gives stable government. The government can be changed smoothly through peaceful elections. The stable government can be formed by removing economic inequality among the people. Seventh one, progressive. Progress. We can find progress only in democratic government. It helps the people to lead cooperative life. It provides stability in government, stability in administration. It gives importance to the development of the country. So the progress of the nation is possible only when the country has democratic system, especially indirect democracy. Point number 8, merit number 8. It gives political education to the masses. Indirect democracy has great moral and educative value. It is regarded as training ground for future statesmen and politicians. It educates the people in the art of good citizenship. Election increases the scope for popular participation. At the time of elections, public issues are discussed by the candidates of different political parties. Pamphlets and posters are widely distributed among the people. The role of political parties, elections, working of the legislature, demonstrations, party literature, policies of the government, etc., makes good deal of political education to the people. So C.D. Burns said that all government is a method of education, but the best education is a self-education. Therefore, the best government is self-government, that is democracy. Once again, I repeat the words of C.D. Burns. All government is a method of education, but the best education is self-education. Therefore, the best government is self-government, that is democracy. Next one, ninth important merit of indirect democracy, peaceful change. Democracy stands for peaceful and constitutional changes and avoids revolution. If the people are dissatisfied with the government, they can change the same through exercise of ballot and voting, and owing to power a party which is likely to promote their interest better. Democracy is not susceptible to revolutions. The people know and feel that they are both sovereign and subjects. Next one, 10th important merit, moral value. In a democratic government, much importance is given to moral value. This government is popular for cooperation, tolerance, and sacrifice. Therefore, in democracy, liberty, equality, and fraternity can be seen. Next one, another important merit of indirect democracy, welfare of the people. Democracy promotes the people by adopting welfare programs. The rulers try to promote the interests of the people and raise their standard of living. For improvement, the government takes up social welfare activities and economic development. 12th important merit, good school for citizenship. Democratic government is the best training center for citizenship. According to de Tocqueville, democratic government gives best training for citizenship to the people by giving voting right and to contest for election. I repeat de Tocqueville quote regarding the right to vote. Democratic government gives best training for citizenship to the people by giving voting right and to contest for elections. The other governments cannot give the people voting right and right to contest for elections. Only indirect democracy provides it. These are the merits of indirect democracy. Let us discuss briefly what are the defects of indirect democracy one by one. First important defect, inefficiency. Inefficiency is the defect of indirect democracy. It is the government by common people and hence The rulers cannot understand the problems of the country. They have no toleration, no time, and no efficiency. Generally, rich, ignorant, and corrupt people who run the government by getting defective power. The governmental machinery breaks down by corruption and partiality. Democracy is the government by ignorance. Number two, second important defect, expensive. Indirect democracy is regarded as expensive government. It is attributed that democracy is highly expensive form of government. Enormous wealth is spent on election and propaganda. The disbursement of salaries and allowances to the ministers, representatives, and administrative personals drain the limited financial resources of the nation. Besides, considerable amount of money will be spent for maintenance of institutions, foreign travels of ministers, foreign tours of ministers, and security purposes. The government does little work but spends a lot. If we look at the size of the ministry, both at the center and in the states in India, we may believe that democracy is extravagance. We may believe that democracy is extravagance for all this ultimate burden falls upon the shoulders of the common people in the form of more taxes. They have to bear more taxes, the poor people. Number three, third important defect, slow government. Delay. Delay and slowness is another defect of democracy. The democratic government is slow and sluggish. Quick decisions and speedy execution of work is not possible here. Many people are to be consulted and so many formalities are to be considered before taking decisions. More time is taken to arrive at decisions, to execute the plans, and undue delay is reaching conclusions. So delay is the demon of democracy. Someone criticized like this. It is a government by criticism and consultation. If there is a bombardment on the country, parliament start discussing what action the government should take. Sometimes it may be happen. So it is a bad defect of the form of government, indirect democracy. It believes in debates and discussions which take lot of time, which may take a lot of time. Next, fourth important defect of democracy, corruption. In democracy, power corrupts, and power corrupts power, and this leads to favoritism and nepotism. James Bryce has asserted that money power in politics showed that electors, representatives, administrative officials, and even judicial officers frequently succumb to the lure of money. Many politicians who were in power were found involved in number of various scams. Political parties and candidates bribe the voters either by cash or by kind. Corrupt government shields corrupt men who perpetuate corruption for their survival. Democratic institutions have to follow many laws and rules of procedure which inevitably promote corruption. The party system is to a great extent responsible for increasing corruption at a large scale. Next one, fifth one, importance to majority. Indirect democracy gives importance to majority. It doesn't agree with the opinion of minority. In democracy, all issues are decided on the basis of principle of majority. The government is formed by the party which had secured majority in the election, majority in popular chamber. The party in power may dictate its term to the minority. It affords to tyrannize over the people. Majority opinion will predominate over the views of the minority, even if the opinion is wiser. The ruling party ignores the interests of the other parties. It also behaves in an irresponsible and autocratic manner, which results in tyrannical rule. Sixth important defect, rule by ignorant. Democracy is a rule by ignorance. Importance is given to vested interests. Only the opportunities are given to rich people. The poor and weak people are exploited. This government is led by the title majority rule, but in reality, it is the government by minority. Unstable government. In the countries where multi-party system prevails, democratic government is weak and unstable. In the multi-party system, there is a possibility of forming coalition. With a difference of opinion in the parties, the government may lose power at any time. Next one, dangerous to liberty and individuality. Though there is a provision for liberty and individuality, but in reality, they cannot be implemented. The killing of Socrates, Mahatma Gandhi, so many political leaders were killed are the best examples. Importance to regional interests. In indirect democracy, the elected representatives will protect regional interests rather than national interests. It curbs the progress of the state and nation. Tyranny of the majority. Next point. Next defect. In democracy, the party which gets majority forms the government and it neglects the interests of the minority party. The party which gets absolute majority can misuse its power. Therefore, in democracy, misuse of power cannot be denied. Last one, negligence of values. In indirect democracy, corruption, bribery, tyranny, etc. are so practical. It cannot defend morality. The votes are purchased by giving money. There is no principled rule. In this way, democracy, though having demerits, if observed carefully, we can say that this is the best form of government compared to other forms. It helps to increase liberty, equality, and fraternity, and protects the unity and integrity of the nation. Because of this reason, almost all the countries of the world now gives much importance to democratic form of government. Thank you all.